Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Ali. I've literally just got hands on with Call of Duty Ghosts. I've got exclusive gameplay of multiplayer for you guys. It's absolutely awesome. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I've got lots more information coming, lots more gameplay coming, really exciting times. But without further ado, let's jump into the gameplay. So there we go guys, a look at some Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer gameplay. I'm going to have a lot more on my channel, a lot more information here on my channel. I got a chance, as you know, to play it in LA as you saw in the introduction, which is really awesome. So I've basically got a sort of inside knowledge as to what it feels like, what it's like to play this game, and I'm going to share that with you guys by breaking down what you've just seen. So focusing on the a.matroix that I managed to call in, is a little bit like a mini sort of nuke or mini Moab. I'm going to break down absolutely everything, starting off with the beginning of the clip. So if you have a look at the beginning of the clip here, I'm using an assault rifle with a standard sort of red dot sight on it. This I believe is called the SC 2010 assault rifle. It's similar in performance wise to sort of like an ACR Modern Warfare 3, low recoil, not too much damage. It's nice for my sort of play style, and it's good if you're sort of going to try and go for mid-range kills. And then on the left hand side, this is the perk selection I've chosen for this class. I've got sleight of hand so I can reload faster, agility so I can move around quicker on the map, blast shield so I don't take quite as much explosive damage, and ping is a new perk, and this essentially gives you the ability so that when you kill an enemy, if there's another enemy within the small proximity of the enemy you've just killed, he'll show up on your mini-map. So essentially like it's another form, another way of locating enemies, which is very good on a map like this where it's quite small and enemies are quite close together, because if you kill someone, you're probably going to get the ping ability kicking in, using it in action so that you can see where more enemies are at. Now the game mode I'm playing here is TDM, and you can play lots of other game modes. I got some gameplay of lots of other game modes as well. But we're going to be focusing on this clip here, and if we have a look in the top left, we can see that the minimap's been changed quite a lot, and this is something that I noticed very early on, and it's quite exciting because it's a zoomed out version of what we're used to seeing from the minimap, which means you can see a lot more of the map, and it's also no longer a square, it's a 16:9 box, which means you can see more to your left, more to your right. It essentially promotes more aggressive play, denotes the use of camping quite as much, because if you are camping somewhere, you're going to be appearing on people's mini-maps from quite a while away, or quite a distance away, and it means you can be spotted easily and be taken out. So definitely promoting aggressive play. Now if you move on to the next image here, we can see I'm throwing out an IED. I believe this replaces the Claymore, and once you throw it, it's placed on the ground and it sort of flashes red so the enemies can spot it. But if an enemy goes within the proximity of it, it'll explode and kill them. So it's a very useful piece of explosive equipment to use. If you look in the top right, we now have the kill feed there. We also have a constant scoreboard. So you can see I've got 100 score, 1 kill, 4 death, and no assists, and that is always there. If you then bring up also the scoreboard will go in the top right rather than coming up in the middle of the screen. Now if you look in the bottom right in terms of kill streaks, I'm using the assault package on this class. I've got the new form of the UAV, which you can place down on the ground rather than being in the air. I've then got an attack dog as a sidearm. The first sort of UAV like streak is 3 kills. The dog is 5 kills, and the next one's a juggernog suit where you can run around with a knife, and that's a 9 kill streak. So that's everything that's happening on screen there. Now the next thing happens is I'm actually getting a field order, and I actually pick up a suitcase to get this. Now what happens is if you kill the player that's top on the other team, he can drop a suitcase. If he drops that suitcase and you go and pick it up, you're given a field order, and the field order that I got was to kill an enemy from behind. And these field orders vary. They're normally quite basic field orders. A few of them that I got were pick up an enemy gun and get a kill with it, get 2 kills with your pistol, go on a 3 knife streak. They're sort of small little challenges, but you have to do it within that life once you've picked up the suitcase. And if you complete the challenge, you'll be rewarded with a care package instantly. Now the map that I'm actually playing on, which I believe is called Strike Zone, is a little bit different, because if you complete a field order on Strike Zone, rather than getting a care package with a random streak in it, you'll actually get the KEM strike that I got, the mini nuke essentially. And if we go on to the next image here, we can see that I shoot someone in the back. The first kill I get, very lucky, and I complete the field order, and you can see in the bottom right I've then been given the care package essentially, which is awesome. So if you have a look at this image here, as I'm calling in this care package marker, there's actually an enemy SATCOM on the floor, which is a new UAV equivalent. I didn't realize it was an enemy's one, because it's one of the very first games I played, so I sort of just left it there. But you can shoot it with your gun, really easy to destroy, and not too much of a hassle to get rid of. The only thing is they're quite hard to find. If you're placing them in a quite hidden place, then they're not going to be killed very easily, but it's certainly easier than taking out a standard UAV in the older Call of Duty games. Now here I pick up a kill as I'm waiting for the care package to be called in, and you'll see in the left just under the mini-map I earned myself a squad point. Now squad points are essentially like currency, and these currency can be used to buy and unlock weapons within the game, unlock attachments, unlock equipment and secondaries. So you want to be earning squad points as you're playing multiplayer, so that you can go and buy the weapons that you want in the order that you want, which is pretty cool as well. Now I actually die as I'm trying to get the care package. Luckily my teammate protects it for me. Now I come back over and pick it up. As you can see here, the actual icon for the care package is similar to the nuclear symbol in Black Ops 2, with a sort of death character there, and it is called a KEM strike. It's not something we've heard of before, but once I captured it, I then call it in using the PDA here, and there's a 5-second countdown. And then once you've called in the KEM strike, the countdown goes down from 5 seconds. You sort of pull out a PDA, press a button, and then it starts to be called in. And on this map specifically, as I was saying, Strike Zone, once you called in this streak, the whole screen will go red as if you called in a nuke. The whole of the team, as you can see, the enemy team in the top right have been killed. Your team won't be killed, which is awesome. And then on this map specifically, one of the dynamic map features is the fact that the whole map actually sort of becomes crumbled, basically the whole map visually, and actually the ability of getting around the map changes, so it completely changes once you've called in that KEM strike, which is really awesome, a new dynamic map feature, and I knew you guys would want to see this streak as soon as possible. And now I actually go and get a SATCOM here, as you can see on screen. I didn't call it in, but if you do call it in, it will just appear by your feet, a bit like a sentry gun or whatever. In previous Call of Duty games, you just place it on the floor, and then it will go into effect until its timing runs out or an enemy comes along and actually shoots it. And this kill streak can actually be stacked in a certain way, but I'll probably talk about that in a different gameplay, because we're coming towards the end of what happened within this footage here. Now hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you've listened all the way through to the end to this point, give the video a thumbs up, and if you do so, I really appreciate it. Now I've got lots more clips for you guys, but I didn't want to just put out lots of short clips with no explanation. So what I'm going to do is similar in this way to the video I've done here. I'm going to put out clips and then talk about exactly what happened throughout the clips. You guys understand what's going on, you get a better idea of multiplayer, because it's cool watching the stream and then seeing stuff happening, but you probably don't understand or fully understand what's going on. So this gameplay here was focused on that kill streak, the KEM strike. Now, in terms of actually getting more in one map, I believe if you're the first person to get the KEM strike like I was on this map, you call it in, it kills the enemy team once, it changes the map once. I don't believe you can then get another KEM strike within the same game, but I'm not sure. I don't think anyone else, when I was playing multiplayer early, managed to get 2 within one game. So I believe it's just 1, and then after that you can't get 1 again until you're playing a new map or you're playing a new game. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. As I said, make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to do another video where I actually see myself being killed by the KEM strike. If you want to see that, I'm going to have some sniper clips I'm going to be showing off some of the assault kill streaks, loads and loads and loads of awesome multiplayer gameplay here on my channel for you guys over the next few days. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're checking out more videos here on my channel. I've had an awesome time playing Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of this streak in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in a very short while on more Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer gameplay. Cheers for watching, guys.